What if I told you that the tears of a person with a deep spiritual mission are not signs of weakness, but rather a powerful transformation that is taking place within the universe? Hello, I'm Mario Perez from Evidence of the Word. Imagine for a moment that the energy you carry, your very presence, seems to unsettle those around you. Even when you're kind, authentic, and try to do good, you find yourself facing rejection, harsh words, and cold stares. What if I told you that this is exactly the preparation you need to step into something greater? This isn't just a random experience, it's a journey, a calling. Those who feel this weight, this challenge, are often called the chosen ones. And their tears, they are not a symbol of giving up. They are in fact a sign of release, a powerful shift happening in the soul. And with that release comes a force that many don't understand. What happens when a chosen one cries? It's more than just an emotional release. It's a powerful act of transformation that shifts the very energy of the universe. And today we're going to explore why that happens and how these moments of vulnerability are in fact the moments that prepare them for something extraordinary. From the moment we are born, there is a sense of difference that some of us can't quite explain. Growing up, we may have felt misunderstood or out of place, like we were carrying a weight others didn't understand. Perhaps you've been through experiences where you tried so hard to fit in, to make those around you comfortable, but somehow you still felt like an outsider. It's a feeling that can weigh heavily on your heart. But here's the thing. This journey, this sense of not belonging, is not a coincidence. It's part of a bigger plan, one that many may not even understand at first. Have you ever stopped to wonder why you've always felt different? Why your path has seemed so filled with challenges, rejection, or even loneliness? The truth is, those who carry a higher purpose often find themselves walking alone for a while. Not because they are unworthy, but because their mission is unique. Many of us grew up with this lingering sense that something greater was waiting for us. But at the same time, we couldn't shake the feeling of isolation. The pain of rejection, the confusion of never quite fitting in becomes a part of our story. And although it's painful, it's this very experience that molds us. It makes us who we are. It prepares us for something beyond our comprehension. And yet, what if I told you that this path, this feeling of being different, is not a curse but a blessing? It is exactly because of the way you have been treated, the struggles you've faced, that you are being prepared for a greater purpose. The universe is shaping you into someone capable of embracing the true calling of your soul. That's why the chosen ones often endure the most difficult paths. They are not being punished, they are being prepared. The real challenge begins when we start to question the very reason behind our struggles. Why does it feel like we are constantly pushing against a wall? Why do the people around us seem to reject us, even when all we want is to give, to love, to contribute? This inner turmoil is where the true test begins. The chosen ones often feel as though they are being constantly tested, facing trials that seem impossible to overcome. The world doesn't understand them, and at times, neither do they understand themselves. There are moments when it feels like the weight of the world is on their shoulders, and they wonder if the path they are walking is even worth it. But here's the thing. The path of the chosen is not one of comfort or ease. It's one of growth, transformation, and profound inner change. And for that transformation to happen, the chosen must face the most difficult emotional and spiritual challenges. These challenges force us to confront our own deepest fears, doubts, and insecurities. They make us question everything, including our very sense of purpose. But it is in these moments of intense questioning, these moments of self-doubt, that something crucial happens. The chosen begin to realize that their purpose isn't something to be found outside of themselves, but something that comes from within. It is only through this inner battle, this spiritual struggle, that they can truly begin to understand their power. In the face of all the resistance and emotional turmoil, the chosen ones must learn to trust in their path, even when they cannot see the way forward. They must embrace the uncertainty and the discomfort, knowing that it is this very discomfort that will lead them to the light. As the chosen ones continue on their journey, something shifts. It's not an overnight transformation, but it begins to happen slowly. Each tear that falls, each moment of despair, becomes a stepping stone toward the ultimate realization. They are not powerless. In fact, with every challenge faced, they are being made stronger. The more the chosen face their own darkness, the clearer their path becomes. The pain no longer feels like an insurmountable wall. Instead, it becomes the very thing that helps them grow. In the darkest moments, they begin to find the light, not outside of themselves, but within. This is the true test, to not run from the pain, but to embrace it, knowing that it is the catalyst for growth. The chosen ones start to realize that the pain they've carried for so long isn't a sign of their failure. It's a sign of their resilience, their capacity to evolve. As they continue their journey, they begin to take action. They no longer wait for things to change on their own. They take small steps, writing, meditating, seeking guidance, or simply allowing themselves to feel the depth of their emotions. And with every step, they feel a little more whole, a little more aligned with their true purpose. The search for peace, for clarity, becomes less about avoiding hardship and more about understanding how to move through it. It's about taking what life gives them and using it as fuel for their transformation. And with each action, no matter how small, the chosen come closer to the truth of who they are. At some point in the journey, something remarkable happens. The chosen ones who have been pushing through their pain and confusion suddenly experience a shift. It's as if a light turns on inside them. They may not know exactly how or why, but they begin to understand that all the suffering, all the struggles, have been part of the preparation. In this moment, they realize something profound. They are not broken. They are becoming whole. Every tear shed, every painful step, has been molding them into the person they are meant to be. And they begin to see this transformation not as a burden, but as a blessing. This is when the chosen ones start to fully embrace their purpose. The realization comes softly, almost like a whisper in their soul, that they have been chosen for something greater. They begin to feel a deep sense of inner peace, not because their circumstances have changed, but because they have changed. They are no longer looking for validation from the world around them. They have found their strength from within. The chosen ones are now standing on the edge of something new. It is no longer about questioning their worth, but about stepping into the power that has always been inside them. It's a moment of clarity, when they understand that the journey, no matter how difficult, was necessary to awaken their true self. The beauty of this moment lies in its simplicity. The chosen ones don't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. They simply need to be. And that's when the real magic happens. They begin to see how their energy starts to shift the world around them. They attract the right people, the right opportunities, because they are aligned with their true purpose. And for the first time, they feel truly at peace with who they are. As the chosen ones stand in their newfound strength, they begin to see the full power of their transformation. The emotional and spiritual pain that once seemed unbearable has become the very foundation of their power. No longer do they feel like victims of their circumstances. Instead, they understand that their journey has been a process of purification. Each challenge, each tear, has shaped them into someone unshakable. The chosen ones no longer react to the world around them in the same way. The insults, the criticism, and the rejection that once cut so deeply now fall away like leaves in the wind. Their peace is no longer dependent on others. They have become the embodiment of their purpose. This is the moment when their true power is revealed, not in grand gestures, but in the quiet confidence they now carry. It's a power that comes from within, a power that is aligned with the very essence of who they are. They no longer need external validation or approval. They are whole, and they know it. And what's even more incredible is that those who once tried to tear them down are now forced to witness their rise. They may not understand how or why, but the chosen ones are no longer the same. They have transcended the limitations that once held them back. The chosen ones, instead of being broken, are now stronger than ever. They stand tall, knowing that nothing can break them anymore. Their transformation is not just a personal victory, it is a victory for everyone around them. The chosen one's energy, once filled with confusion and self-doubt, now radiates with purpose, with clarity, and with strength. And the world around them starts to respond. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach now open up. relationships shift, the energy of the chosen ones changes, and so the chosen ones rise, not from the ashes of their past, but from the depths of their own transformation. They have faced their darkest fears, endured their greatest challenges, and emerged stronger than they could have ever imagined. But the most beautiful thing about their journey is that it doesn't end here. In fact, this is only the beginning. The chosen ones have learned that their strength is not defined by their circumstances or the people around them. It is defined by their willingness to embrace their truth, to stand firm in their purpose, and to continue moving forward, no matter what life throws their way. They have discovered that they don't need to seek validation, approval, or external recognition to know their worth. They already have everything they need inside them. The most powerful realization comes when they understand that the pain they've endured was never meant to break them. It was always part of the process, part of the preparation for the greater mission they are called to fulfill. The chosen ones are not merely survivors, they are warriors, leaders, and lights in a world that so desperately needs them. This transformation, this evolution, is a reminder that each and every one of us has the power to rise above our circumstances, to turn pain into purpose, and to use every challenge as a stepping stone to our true potential. When we embrace the pain, the rejection, and the hardships that life throws our way, we unlock a power that cannot be shaken. So, if you're on this journey, if you're feeling lost or uncertain, remember, the transformation is happening. It's happening right now. The pain, the tears, the struggle, they are all part of the process. And you, just like the chosen ones, are being shaped into someone capable of something extraordinary. You are not alone, and your purpose is waiting for you. It's time to step into it. It's time to claim your power.